Forget those overpriced superfood labels and designer supplements that cost as much as a monthly car payment. The American healthcare and wellness industry is a massive machine designed to make you feel like health is a luxury only the elite can afford. But I am here to tell you that the most potent medicine isn't found in a sleek glass jar on a boutique shelf in Malibu. It is hiding in plain sight at your local grocery store or even in your trash can. We are talking about real, gritty, functional nutrition that your grandparents understood before marketing executives took over our kitchens. Let's stop donating our hard-earned paychecks to Big Pharma and start looking at the biochemical gold mines sitting in the bargain bin. Here are 33 aggressive, science-backed shortcuts to elite health that cost next to nothing. Fact 1. Beef bone broth versus glucosamine supplements. Imagine walking into a high-end wellness boutique and seeing a bottle of Joint Support Complex priced at $60. Now imagine walking into a local butcher shop and buying 5 pounds of grass-fed beef bones for $5. When you simmer those bones low and slow for 24 hours, you aren't just making soup, you are conducting a masterclass in bioavailable chemistry. Bone broth is a literal liquid gold mine of type 2 collagen, glycine, proline, and glutamine. Unlike those hard-to-swallow pills containing synthetic glucosamine and chondroitin that your body barely recognizes, the marrow and connective tissue released into the broth are perfectly structured for human absorption. This isn't just a trendy beverage for hipsters in Portland. It is a high-octane lubricant for your knees, hips, and lower back. By boiling what others throw away, you create a natural matrix that repairs your gut lining and cushions your joints better than any laboratory-made capsule ever could. It is the ultimate middle finger to the supplement industry because you are getting elite-level recovery for the price of a cup of tap water and some leftover scraps. Fact 2. Raw cabbage juice versus expensive gastritis meds. The modern American diet is an absolute wrecking ball for the stomach lining, leading millions to rely on purple pills and chewable antacids that cost a fortune over a lifetime. However, the humble green cabbage sitting in the produce aisle for 99 cents holds a secret weapon called vitamin U, or S-methylmethionine. If you take that cabbage and run it through a juicer, you get a pungent, potent elixir that has been scientifically shown to heal peptic ulcers and severe gastritis in record time. While pharmaceutical companies sell you proton pump inhibitors that actually mess up your long-term digestion and mineral absorption, raw cabbage juice provides a massive dose of L-glutamine. This amino acid is the primary fuel for the cells lining your digestive tract, allowing them to regenerate at a pace that seems almost supernatural. It is raw, it is cheap, and it tastes like a garden, but it rebuilds your internal shielding without the side effects of bone density loss or rebound acidity. You are essentially drinking a liquid bandage that coats your esophagus and stomach, providing a level of regenerative power that makes those expensive little tablets look like amateur hour in a chemistry set. Fact 3. Spearmint tea versus anti-androgen skin lotions. For years, the beauty industry has gaslit women into buying 3-step systems and hormonal creams to fight adult acne, often ignoring the internal hormonal fire causing the breakouts. Enter spearmint tea, the quiet assassin of cystic acne. Clinical studies have demonstrated that drinking 2 cups of organic spearmint tea daily significantly reduces levels of free testosterone in the female body. High androgen levels are the primary drivers of excess oil production and those painful, deep-seated bumps along the jawline that no amount of expensive Sephora lotion can touch. Instead of nuking your skin with harsh chemicals or taking systemic medications that come with a laundry list of warnings, you can simply brew a refreshing herb that costs pennies per bag. It is a biological hack that balances your endocrine system from the inside out. By lowering the hormones that trigger the sebaceous glands to go into overdrive, you achieve clear skin through systemic harmony rather than topical warfare. It is a simple, elegant solution that proves Mother Nature is a much better dermatologist than anyone working in a lab trying to sell you a recurring subscription for a face wash. Fact 4. Garlic husks versus saponin. Longevity supplements. Most Americans are obsessed with peeling garlic down to the white bulb and tossing the papery skin into the garbage. But that trash is actually a concentrated source of specialized flavonoids and phenols that outperform many longevity supplements. While onion skins are famous for quercetin, garlic husks contain a unique profile of phenylpropanoids that act as a powerful vacuum for the lymphatic system. In the world of high-end biohacking, people pay hundreds for senolytic supplements designed to clear out old zombie cells. Yet the very protective layer of the garlic bulb is packed with these exact compounds. When you steep these clean, papery husks into a tea or add them to a stock, you are extracting a potent antioxidant shield that protects the heart and supports cellular autophagy. It is a zero-cost way to access the same anti-aging benefits that Silicon Valley billionaires are trying to synthesize in private clinics. Stop throwing away the armor of the plant. That skin was designed to protect the garlic from oxidation and pests for months, and those same protective chemicals are ready to go to work in your bloodstream to keep your arteries clean and your cells youthful, for the price of $0. Fact 5. Potato juice versus over-the-counter antacids. When heartburn hits after a greasy Friday night meal, most people reach for those chalky tablets that neutralize stomach acid, but often cause a rebound effect, where the body just produces more acid to compensate. This creates a vicious cycle of dependency. The real solution is sitting in your pantry, the common potato. Raw potato juice is a natural alkaline buffer that works with your body's physiology rather than against it. It contains unique salts and proteins that soothe inflammation in the stomach lining almost instantly, without shutting down the acid production you actually need for protein digestion. It provides an immediate cooling effect that feels like putting out a fire with a gentle mist rather than a bucket of chemicals. This is the ultimate old-world hack for the modern American gut. By simply grating and squeezing a raw potato, you get a liquid that stabilizes your pH levels and provides a protective coating for your mucosal membranes. It is a functional whole food approach to digestive comfort that costs about 10 cents per dose and keeps your digestive fire burning correctly, without the bloating or digestive stalling associated with commercial antacids. Fact 6. Traditional rolled oats versus premium psyllium husk. The fiber market has exploded, with people spending $20 or $30 on canisters of psyllium husk powder to stay regular and manage their cholesterol. But the gold standard of soluble fiber has always been sitting in that big cylindrical cardboard tub of old-fashioned rolled oats. Oats are loaded with beta-glucans, a specific type of fermentable fiber that forms a thick, gel-like substance in your intestines. This gel acts like a biological magnet, binding to bile acids and pulling bad LDL cholesterol out of your system before it can be reabsorbed. While psyllium is a fine supplement, oats provide a much broader spectrum of nutrition, including minerals like manganese and phosphorus, alongside a slow-release energy source. The viscous nature of oat fiber also slows down glucose absorption, preventing the insulin spikes that lead to weight gain and type 2 diabetes. You don't need a fancy fiber supplement imported from across the ocean when a 50-cent bowl of long-cook oatmeal provides a superior mechanical sweep of your arteries. It is the most cost-effective way to maintain heart health and gut motility, proving that the basics are usually better than the processed alternatives marketed to the wellness crowd. Fact 7. Green onions versus lutein eye capsules. We are a nation staring at screens 14 hours a day, leading to a massive surge in the sale of lutein and zeaxanthin supplements for eye health. These supplements are often priced like high-end electronics, yet you can find a massive concentration of these exact carotenoids in the green tops of scallions. Most people use the white part of the green onion for flavor and barely sprinkle the greens as a garnish. But the green feathers are the true vision centers of the plant. They are packed with zeaxanthin, which migrates directly to the macula of the human eye to filter out damaging blue light and prevent oxidative stress. Instead of taking a synthetic pill that might have poor bioavailability, eating fresh green onions provides these pigments in a whole food matrix, with the fats and enzymes needed for maximum absorption. It is literally internal sunglasses for your retina. A single bunch of green onions from the grocery store contains more functional eye protection than a week's worth of expensive capsules. It is time to stop treating green onions as a decorative afterthought and start seeing them as a primary defense against the digital strain of the 21st century. Fact 8. Beef kidneys versus selenium and iodine pills. Thyroid issues are an epidemic in the United States, and the standard response is a cocktail of selenium, iodine, and specialized glandular supplements that can easily top $100 a month. If you want the most concentrated source of selenium on the planet, you need to look at beef kidneys. This organ meat is a nutritional powerhouse that puts muscle meat to shame. Selenium is the critical on switch for your thyroid hormones and a major component of glutathione peroxidase, your body's most important antioxidant enzyme. While most Americans are disgusted by the idea of eating organs, the biochemistry doesn't lie. A small serving of kidney provides more bioavailable selenium and B vitamins than a handful of expensive pills. It is the ultimate insurance policy against heavy metal toxicity and thyroid sluggishness. In a world where soil depletion has made our vegetables less nutritious, the kidney of a pasture-raised cow acts as a bioaccumulator of the minerals we desperately need. Eating this forgotten meat once a week is like getting a clinical-grade mineral infusion for the price of a cheap burger, protecting your metabolism and your DNA from the stressors of modern life. Fact 9. Arugula versus performance-enhancing aphrodisiacs. The men's health sector is flooded with supplements claiming to boost blood flow and performance in the bedroom using exotic roots and expensive extracts. However, the ancient Romans knew the truth. Arugula is the ultimate natural performance enhancer. This peppery salad green is one of the highest sources of dietary nitrates in the world, far exceeding even the famous beet. When you eat arugula, your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide, a signaling molecule that relaxes and dilates your blood vessels. This process, known as vasodilation, is the exact mechanism that pharmaceutical blue pills and pre-workout supplements aim to trigger. By improving microcirculation throughout the entire body, arugula ensures that oxygen and nutrients get exactly where they need to go, when they need to go there. It is a safe, natural, and incredibly cheap way to support cardiovascular health and endurance. You don't need a male enhancement formula from a gas station or a high-end apothecary. You just need a big bowl of rocket salad. It is the original Mediterranean secret for vitality that works on a fundamental vascular level, without the heart palpitations or high price tag. Fact 10. Sage tea versus clinical strength antiperspirants. Excessive sweating and hot flashes send millions of Americans to the pharmacy for clinical strength deodorants or hormonal regulators that often contain aluminum and other questionable chemicals. The simple leaf of the sage plant, which you probably have in your spice rack right now, is a powerful natural regulator of the sweat glands. Sage contains tannins and volatile oils that have a direct astringent effect on the body's internal cooling system. Drinking sage tea has been used for centuries to reduce perspiration by up to 50% in people suffering from hyperhidrosis or menopausal symptoms. It works by calming the part of the brain that triggers the sweat response, providing a systemic solution rather than just a topical cover-up. It is a gentle, herbal way to balance your body's thermostat without interfering with your natural detoxification processes. While big brands sell you 48-hour protection in a plastic tube, a simple cup of sage tea offers a biological reset for your sweat response. It is an incredibly effective, dirt-cheap tool for anyone looking to stay dry and composed under pressure, without relying on harsh chemicals or expensive prescriptions. That concludes the first 10 facts of our deep dive into the world of poverty-budget superfoods that outperform the luxury market. We have covered everything from joint repair to hormonal skin balance and vascular health, using nothing but common grocery items. Would you like me to continue with the next 10 facts, starting with the surprising benefits of chicken skin for your face and moving into natural solutions for digestion and muscle growth? Fact 11. Chicken skin versus expensive retinol face masks. The beauty industry has convinced us that we need to spend $80 on a tiny jar of retinol cream to keep our skin from sagging. Yet they conveniently forget that the best internal retinol is often thrown in the trash. Chicken skin is a concentrated source of natural, fat-soluble vitamin A and essential fatty acids that nourish the dermis from the inside out. While topical creams barely penetrate the surface, the lipids found in chicken skin provide the structural building blocks for healthy cell membranes. This is real food skincare that costs absolutely nothing if you buy the whole bird. These fats act as a carrier for the collagen found in the underlying tissue, ensuring that your skin stays hydrated and elastic. Instead of drying out your face with harsh synthetic retinoids that cause peeling and redness, you can support your skin's natural lipid barrier by eating the skin. It is a biological irony that the very thing people avoid to stay lean is the exact fuel their skin needs to look plump and youthful. It is time to stop fearing the fat and start realizing that the glow you are chasing is found in the crispy, golden skin of a roasted chicken, not a laboratory tube. Fact 12. Rhubarb versus over-the-counter laxative teas. The American digestive system is chronically sluggish, leading to a massive market for detox teas and stimulant laxatives that can create a dangerous dependency. Rhubarb is the natural, aggressive answer to a stubborn gut. It contains anthraquinones, which are natural compounds that stimulate the muscles of the intestines to move more efficiently. Unlike pharmaceutical laxatives that can cause cramping or lazy bowel syndrome, rhubarb provides a gentle yet firm nudge to your digestive tract, while delivering a massive dose of vitamin K and fiber. It acts as a natural broom for the colon without the chemical additives found in drugstore formulas. You can stew it, bake it, or juice it for pennies compared to the cost of a box of branded laxative tablets. This is the ultimate reset button for your digestion that has been used in folk medicine for thousands of years, because it works with the body's natural rhythms. It is an effective whole food solution that ensures you stay regular without the risk of habit-building chemicals, proving that the most effective way to clear out the system is through the produce aisle, not the medicine cabinet. Fact 13. Radishes versus diuretic pills for water weight. Bloating and water retention are common complaints in a high-sodium society, and many people turn to diuretic water pills that often flush out essential minerals like potassium and magnesium along with the fluid. The common radish is a natural, mineral-sparing diuretic that helps your body dump excess water while actually replenishing your electrolyte stores. Radishes are incredibly high in potassium and mustard oils, which signal the kidneys to increase urine production without the harsh crash associated with pharmaceutical diuretics. This is the perfect hack for anyone feeling puffy after a salty meal or a long flight. Instead of risking an electrolyte imbalance with a pill, you get a crunchy, spicy snack that cleanses the gallbladder and flushes the urinary tract. It is a functional food that supports the liver's detoxification pathways while managing your fluid balance for about $2 a bunch. In the time it takes to wait for a prescription to be filled, a handful of radishes can already be working to slim down your ankles and face naturally. It is a simple, sharp, and incredibly effective tool for vascular health that the supplement industry simply cannot bottle. Fact 14. Whole milk versus powdered BCAA supplements. The fitness industry is obsessed with branched-chain amino acids, or BCAA powders, that taste like artificial fruit and cost $50 a tub. However, nature already created the perfect muscle-building cocktail: whole milk. Whole milk contains the ideal ratio of leucine, isoleucine, and valine, packaged alongside whey and casein for both immediate and sustained protein synthesis. While supplement companies sell you isolated aminos, the fat in whole milk actually aids in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins and provides the caloric density needed for real recovery. Studies have shown that the complex matrix of milk is often more effective at promoting muscle growth than isolated proteins because of the entourage effect of its natural hormones and minerals. It is the original anabolic food that has built the strongest athletes in history for a fraction of the cost of a fancy tub of powder. For the price of one serving of a premium supplement, you can buy an entire gallon of whole milk fuel. It is the ultimate recovery drink that doesn't need a shaker bottle or a marketing campaign to prove its worth to your biceps and your bank account. Fact 15. Nettle versus liquid iron and anemia syrups. Iron deficiency is a silent drain on the energy of millions of Americans, and the standard solution is a harsh iron sulfate pill that causes constipation and nausea. Dried or fresh stinging nettle is a biological cheat code for your blood. Nettle is so high in chlorophyll and iron that its molecular structure is almost identical to human hemoglobin, making it incredibly easy for the body to recognize and use. Unlike synthetic iron syrups that are often poorly absorbed and leave a metallic taste in your mouth, nettle tea provides a gentle, highly bioavailable infusion of iron, vitamin C, and vitamin K. This combination ensures that the iron actually makes it into your red blood cells, rather than just sitting in your gut causing irritation. It is free medicine for anyone who knows how to spot it in the wild or buy it in bulk for $5 a pound. By drinking nettle infusions, you are essentially giving yourself a natural blood transfusion that clears up brain fog and restores energy levels. It is a potent, mineral-rich tonic that makes those expensive, stomach-churning iron supplements obsolete, proving that the weeds in your backyard are often more valuable than the products in the pharmacy. Fact 16. Coriander seeds versus detox patches and enemas. The detox industry is full of gimmicks like foot patches and expensive cleanses that claim to pull toxins out of your body. But true detoxification happens in the blood and the liver. Coriander seeds are a natural chelator, meaning they have the unique ability to bind to heavy metals like mercury and lead in the bloodstream and escort them out of the body. While people spend hundreds on heavy metal detox protocols, a simple jar of coriander seeds from the spice aisle offers a scientifically backed way to purify your internal environment. These seeds contain volatile oils that stimulate the liver to produce more bile, which is the body's primary vehicle for excreting waste. It is a slow, steady, and extremely cheap way to lower your toxic load without the drama of a juice fast or a colon cleanse. By incorporating ground coriander into your meals, you are providing your body with a daily defense mechanism against the environmental pollutants of the modern world. It is a functional spice that cleanses your system from the inside out, proving that real detoxification is a matter of biochemistry, not expensive marketing trends or painful procedures. Fact 17. Cooked spinach versus magnesium B6 tablets. Magnesium is the master mineral for relaxation and sleep, and Americans spend a fortune on magnesium B6 complexes to deal with stress and muscle cramps. Here is the catch. Raw spinach contains oxalates that block mineral absorption, but when you cook it, those oxalates break down, making the magnesium exponentially more bioavailable. A single cup of sautéed spinach provides more functional magnesium than many mid-range supplements, and it comes with a side of folate and vitamin K that pills often lack. The B6 that the supplements brag about is also naturally present in the greens, creating a synergistic effect that calms the nervous system and relaxes the muscles. Instead of popping a pill every night, eating a side of cooked greens gives your body the minerals it needs in a form it knows how to process. It is the ultimate chill-out food for the price of $1 a bunch. You get the same stress-reducing, heart-protecting benefits of a high-end mineral complex without the fillers, binders, and synthetic coatings. It is a delicious, earthy way to end your day with a biological, deep breath that settles your nerves and saves your money. Fact 18. Zucchini versus expensive gluten-free pasta. The gluten-free section of the grocery store is a trap where a box of cornstarch noodles costs 5 times more than regular pasta and has almost zero nutritional value. Zucchini is the ultimate zero-carb noodle that actually provides a massive dose of potassium and skin-healing vitamin C. When you use a simple peeler to create zoodles, you aren't just saving money, you are giving your body a high-fiber, low-calorie base that helps regulate blood pressure and flush out excess sodium. Unlike processed gluten-free pastas that spike your insulin and leave you feeling sluggish, zucchini is almost entirely water and structured fiber, meaning you can eat a massive portion without the food coma. It is a functional replacement that turns a heavy, inflammatory meal into a light, mineral-rich experience for about 50 cents per serving. You don't need specialty products to live a healthy, low-carb lifestyle. You just need to look at the vegetable drawer as your new pantry. It is the smartest way to enjoy your favorite sauces while fueling your cells with the electrolytes they need to keep your heart healthy and your energy levels stable. Fact 19. Chicken thighs versus dry chicken breast. The American obsession with boneless, skinless chicken breast is a nutritional tragedy fueled by outdated, low-fat diet myths. Chicken thighs are significantly more nutrient-dense, containing 3 times the amount of zinc and iron compared to the dry, flavorless breast. Zinc is the primary mineral for testosterone production and immune function, making the thigh the true power meat for anyone looking to maintain a high metabolism. While fitness gurus choke down dry cardboard, you can enjoy the juicy, mineral-rich thigh, which also contains more taurine, a sulfur-containing amino acid that supports heart health and brain function. It is a biological upgrade for your blood and your brain, and it usually costs half the price of the, quote, premium breast. By switching to dark meat, you are getting a more complete profile of the fat-soluble vitamins and minerals that our bodies crave for hormonal balance. It is the ultimate budget hack for athletes. More flavor, more minerals, and more energy for a fraction of the cost. Stop paying more for less nutrition just because a 30-year-old diet book told you to fear the most nutritious part of the bird. Fact 20. Paprika versus caffeine-based fat burners. The weight loss supplement market is a billion-dollar industry built on caffeine-heavy thermogenics that leave you shaky, anxious, and sleep-deprived. Paprika, the vibrant red spice sitting in your kitchen, contains capsanthin and capsorubin, compounds that trigger thermogenesis without touching your central nervous system. These carotenoids increase the rate at which your body burns fat for fuel by activating specific metabolic pathways in the adipose tissue. While fat-burning pills can cause heart palpitations and high blood pressure, paprika offers a gentle, metabolic spark that improves insulin sensitivity and reduces inflammation. It is a slow-burn strategy that costs pennies per serving. By adding a generous amount of paprika to your meals, you are encouraging your body to prioritize fat oxidation naturally. It is the ultimate quiet fat burner that supports your goals without the jitser or the high price tag of a branded supplement. It proves that you don't need to overstimulate your brain to wake up your metabolism. You just need to use the right pigments from the spice rack to tell your cells to get to work. That concludes our second set of 10 facts. We have moved from the skin and bones to the blood-building power of weeds and the metabolic secrets of the spice rack. Would you like me to finish this list with the final 13 facts, covering everything from the insane power of dandelion greens to the reason why egg whites are the ultimate gold standard of protein? Fact 21. Whole grain flour versus white flour with added bran. The American baking industry loves to strip wheat of its soul and then try to sell it back to you as enriched flour or white flour mixed with a handful of processed bran. This is a biological scam because the vitamins in a whole grain exist in a delicate, synergistic dance that cannot be replicated in a factory. Whole grain flour contains the germ, which is the life force of the seed, packed with vitamin E, B vitamins, and essential minerals like magnesium and zinc. When you eat the whole grain, you get a slow-release energy source that keeps your insulin stable, whereas enriched white flour spikes your blood sugar and then leaves you crashing. The fiber in the whole grain is naturally woven into the starch, creating a physical barrier that slows down digestion and feeds your beneficial gut bacteria. Buying a bag of truly unrefined whole grain flour is the ultimate budget move for long-term health, as it provides the complete nutritional package for pennies per serving. You don't need fortified cereals or expensive fiber supplements when you use the entire grain as nature intended. It is the difference between a complete living fuel and a hollow processed ghost of a food that leaves your body hungry for the very nutrients that were stripped away in the first place. Fact 22. Turnips versus elite exotic root vegetables from Asia. Marketing geniuses have turned roots like maca or ginseng into high-priced superfoods that people pay $30 a bag for. Yet the humble turnip sitting in your local grocery store for $1 a pound is a nutritional powerhouse of the same caliber. Turnips are loaded with glucosinolates, which are sulfur-containing compounds that have been scientifically shown to provide massive protection against cellular mutations and tumors. These are the same fancy compounds found in expensive broccoli sprout extracts, but they are delivered in a hearty, filling root that our ancestors relied on for centuries to survive harsh winters. Turnips also provide a massive dose of vitamin C and potassium, helping to regulate blood pressure and clear the liver of fat-soluble toxins. They are the ultimate blue-collar superfood that provides a biological shield for your cells, without the import tax or the trendy labeling. By roasting or mashing turnips, you are tapping into a deep, earthy source of longevity and immune support that has been proven by time and science. It is an aggressive way to save money while giving your body the same level of protection that people seek in exotic, overhyped powders from across the globe. Fact 23. Dill seeds versus gas relief tablets, simethicone. When Americans feel bloated or gassy, the first instinct is to run to the pharmacy for a box of simethicone tablets that chemically break up bubbles in the gut. A much faster and more natural solution is a handful of dill seeds. Dill seeds contain a potent volatile oil called anethole, which acts as a carminative, meaning it directly relaxes the smooth muscles of the digestive tract and allows gas to pass through without pain or pressure. It works almost instantly, often within 5 minutes of chewing the seeds or drinking them as a tea. While pharmaceutical gas relief only treats the symptoms, dill seeds also provide antimicrobial benefits that help balance the bacteria in your gut that cause the gas in the first place. It is a dual-action remedy that costs a fraction of a cent per dose. You don't need a lab-made chemical to settle your stomach after a heavy meal. You just need a spice that has been used for this exact purpose since the time of the pharaohs. It is a clean, effective, and incredibly cheap way to maintain digestive comfort and prevent the social disaster of bloating, proving that the best pharmacy is often located in the small glass jars on your kitchen shelf. Fact 24. Brewer's yeast versus high-end hair and nail vitamins. The Beauty From Within market is a multi-billion-dollar machine selling hair, skin, and nails gummies that are mostly sugar and synthetic biotin. Brewer's yeast is the ultimate biological alternative, containing the entire spectrum of B-complex vitamins in their most bioavailable, food-based form. It is essentially a concentrated vitamin bomb created by the natural fermentation process. Brewer's yeast is packed with chromium, which balances blood sugar, and high levels of zinc and selenium, which are the fundamental minerals for keratin production. Instead of paying $40 for a month's supply of fancy capsules, you can buy a large bag of brewer's yeast for a few bucks and get a superior dose of the nutrients that actually make your hair grow thicker and your nails stronger. It provides the raw materials your body needs to build structural proteins from the ground up. It is the ultimate insider secret for anyone who wants professional-grade results without the influencer price tag. It tastes nutty and savory, making it a functional food additive that doubles as a comprehensive multivitamin. It is a gritty, honest way to support your appearance by fueling your internal biochemistry with the exact B vitamins your nervous system and your skin crave. Fact 25. Grapefruit with white pith versus blood sugar meds. Many people peel a grapefruit and meticulously remove every bit of the bitter, white, stringy stuff. But that white pith is where the real medicine lives. It is loaded with naringenin, a specialized flavonoid that has been shown to make your cells significantly more sensitive to insulin, similar to how some pharmaceutical diabetes medications work. Naringenin helps the liver burn fat instead of storing it, effectively tricking the body into a fasted state even after you have eaten. While the juice is delicious, the pith is the biological brakes that prevent a sugar spike and protect your metabolic health. By eating the whole fruit, including the bitter parts, you are providing your body with a powerful tool to manage glucose and lower cholesterol for the price of a single piece of produce. It is a natural way to fight the American epidemic of insulin resistance without relying solely on expensive prescriptions or synthetic supplements. It is a bitter pill to swallow for some, but the reward is a stabilized metabolism and a leaner body. It proves that the waste we often discard is actually the most functional part of the plant, designed to balance the sweetness and keep our internal chemistry in a state of perfect, healthy equilibrium. Fact 26. Pine nuts versus commercial appetite suppressants. The weight loss industry is currently being disrupted by expensive injections and pills that suppress appetite. But pine nuts have been doing this naturally for thousands of years. Pine nuts contain a unique fatty acid called pinolenic acid, which triggers the release of two powerful fullness hormones in the gut, CCK and GLP-1. These are the exact same hormones that high-end weight loss drugs aim to stimulate. When you eat a small handful of pine nuts, your brain receives a signal that you are satiated and full for up to 4 hours, making it much easier to avoid mindless snacking and overeating. Instead of spending hundreds on pharmaceutical interventions or appetite-blocking supplements that can have nasty side effects, you can use a small serving of these delicious nuts to manage your hunger biologically. They are a high-density source of energy and minerals that tell your body it is well-fed and safe, reducing the stress-induced cravings that derail most diets. It is a sophisticated hormonal hack that costs a few cents per serving and works in harmony with your digestive system to maintain a healthy weight. It is the smartest way to biohack your hunger without the needle or the massive pharmacy bill. Fact 27. Blueberry leaves versus diabetic support tablets. While everyone knows blueberries are a superfood, very few people realize that the leaves of the blueberry bush are even more potent for managing blood sugar. Blueberry leaves contain a compound called myrtulin, which is often referred to as herbal insulin because of its incredible ability to lower blood glucose levels and improve vascular health. In the world of clinical nutrition, people pay a premium for glucose disposal agents. Yet a tea made from dried blueberry leaves provides a similar effect for a fraction of the cost. This tea helps to protect the small blood vessels from the damage caused by high sugar levels, making it an essential tool for long-term health in a country obsessed with high-carb snacks. It is a gentle, natural way to support your pancreas and keep your energy levels stable throughout the day. You don't need a complex diabetic support formula from a high-end health store when you can brew a simple, earthy tea that works on the same biochemical pathways. It is a forgotten piece of traditional wisdom that is backed by modern science, offering a powerful defense against the metabolic stressors of the modern American lifestyle for the price of a bag of dried leaves. Fact 28. Brussels sprouts versus indole-3 carbinol supplements. Hormonal imbalance, particularly estrogen dominance, is a major concern for both men and women today, leading to a surge in the sale of DIM, or indole-3 carbinol, I3C, supplements. These supplements are often extracted from cruciferous vegetables and sold back to you at a massive markup. Brussels sprouts are the most concentrated whole food source of these exact compounds. I3C helps the liver detoxify bad estrogens and environmental toxins that can lead to weight gain around the midsection and other hormonal health issues. When you eat a serving of roasted Brussels sprouts, you are getting the fiber, the vitamin C, and the I3C in a natural package that your liver knows exactly how to use. It is a comprehensive hormonal detox for the price of a $3 bag of frozen sprouts. You don't need a concentrated pill to balance your hormones. You just need to eat the vegetables that were designed to do the job. It is a proactive, food-based approach to endocrine health that clears out cellular waste and protects your DNA from damage. It is the ultimate functional side dish that proves you can regulate your most complex internal systems just by making the right choice in the produce aisle. Fact 29. Basil versus trendy adaptogens, ashwagandha. The American stress market is currently obsessed with adaptogens like ashwagandha and rhodiola, which can be quite expensive and sometimes overstimulating for certain people. Common basil, the same herb you put on your pizza, is a powerful nervine that has been shown to significantly lower cortisol levels and help the body manage stress. It contains specialized phytochemicals like eugenol and oxymumicide that calm the central nervous system and reduce the physical impact of anxiety on the heart and brain. While people are buying stress relief tinctures for $40, you can grow a pot of basil on your windowsill for $2 and get a fresh, potent supply of adaptogenic support. Chewing fresh basil leaves or drinking them as a tea provides an immediate grounding effect that helps you stay calm and focused without the fog associated with some supplements. It is a culinary herb that doubles as a clinical strength stress fighter, proving that you don't need exotic roots from the Himalayas to find peace and hormonal balance in a frantic world. It is the ultimate hidden in plain sight remedy for the modern American mind. Fact 30. Boiled egg whites versus pure albumin sports supplements. The bodybuilding and fitness world is full of pure albumin, or egg white protein powders, that are processed, flavored, and sold at a premium. The whole boiled egg white is the literal gold standard of protein bioavailability against which all other proteins are measured. It contains every essential amino acid in the perfect proportion for human tissue repair and muscle growth, with zero fat and zero carbohydrates. When you eat a boiled egg white, your body is able to utilize nearly 100% of that protein, making it the most efficient fuel on the planet. Instead of spending your paycheck on tubs of designer protein that may contain heavy metals or artificial sweeteners, you can buy a dozen eggs for a few dollars and get the highest quality protein available to science. It is the ultimate clean fuel for anyone looking to build lean muscle or recover from a hard workout. It is simple, portable, and honest nutrition that doesn't need a celebrity endorsement to prove its efficacy. It is a biological fact that nature's original muscle builder is still the champion of the lab, and it is available at every corner store in America for pocket change. Fact 31. Crystallized honey versus marathon energy gels. Long-distance runners and cyclists spend a fortune on energy gels that are basically flavored corn syrup with a few electrolytes. Natural crystallized honey is a superior enzyme-rich fuel that provides a mix of glucose and fructose for instant and sustained energy, without the gut rot common with synthetic gels. Honey contains natural minerals and antioxidants that help reduce the oxidative stress of a hard workout. And the enzymes help with digestion, so you don't get that heavy feeling in your stomach. When honey crystallizes, it actually becomes easier to transport in a small reusable container, acting as a slow-release energy block. It is a primitive, high-octane fuel that has powered human endurance for millennia. For the price of one box of branded gels, you can buy a massive jar of local honey that will last you for months. It is the ultimate clean performance enhancer that gives you a natural edge without the artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives. It is a functional whole food energy source that proves you don't need a lab to fuel your PRs. You just need the concentrated essence of 1,000 flowers. Fact 32. Baking soda versus expensive alkaline systems. There is a massive trend of alkaline water machines and expensive pH balance drops that claim to neutralize acidity in the body for thousands of dollars. Ordinary baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, is the most studied, effective, and cheapest way to support your body's natural buffering system. Athletes have used soda loading for decades to neutralize the lactic acid that builds up in muscles, allowing them to train harder and longer. In a clinical setting, it is used to support kidney function and balance blood pH. A half teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water costs less than a penny and does more for your internal acid-base balance than any multi-$1,000 water ionizer ever could. It is a fundamental tool of chemistry that you can use to recover from a workout or a heavy meal almost instantly. It is the ultimate no-nonsense health hack that cuts through the marketing fluff of the alkaline industry. It is a pure, functional chemical that works with your body's existing systems to maintain homeostasis, proving that the simplest solutions are often the most powerful and the most ignored by those trying to sell you a system. Fact 33. Direct sunlight versus Antidepressants and melatonin. We live in an indoor culture where people spend hundreds on melatonin for sleep and light therapy boxes for seasonal depression. Direct sunlight hitting your retinas for 15 minutes in the morning is the most powerful biological clock reset available to humans, and it is completely free. This morning light triggers the production of serotonin, the feel-good hormone, during the day and sets a timer for the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone, 14 hours later. It is a dual-purpose antidepressant and sleep aid that works better than any pill because it is the exact signal our DNA evolved to receive. Sunlight also triggers the production of vitamin D in the skin, which is a master regulator of the immune system and bone health. You cannot bottle the full spectrum of the sun, and you cannot replicate its power with a desk lamp. By simply stepping outside every morning, you are optimizing your circadian rhythms, your mood, and your hormone levels for the price of $0. It is the ultimate superfood for your brain and your cells, and it is available to everyone, everywhere, every single day. In a world obsessed with the next big thing and cutting-edge supplements, the real path to elite health is found in the dirt, the bones, the seeds, and the sun. We have just saved you thousands of dollars and given you a biological roadmap that the marketing departments of the world hope you never find. Your kitchen is now your laboratory, and your local grocery store is your pharmacy. Go out there and take your health back from the people who want to sell it to you, one expensive capsule at a time. Would you like me to help you create a shopping list based on these facts? Or perhaps a daily routine that incorporates these poverty budget secrets into your current lifestyle?